there's a real good chance you're going to drown. See, the water can come in fast, and you can't take chances in this cave from this point on. From this point on, it can kill you if you're not careful. Okay, well, we've got to a particular spot here. We've left the drop behind a couple of 100 meters or so. A very particular spot here. The only spot you find in the cave where there's pure, lovely sand. No mud, just pure sand. The only spot is stretched right here. And it's been here for a good while. Now, up above here, we have either a gallery or an avon. And see if we can shoot it up there. And as far as we know, no one's ever gotten up in there. It would probably require bolts, scaling poles, something like that, because this stuff is coming from a central inlier of yellow limestone somewhere in there. And this very much indicates that there is another opening of some sort to Windsor Cave that is not known up above us somewhere. Now, perhaps if one took the time to survey to this point and then did the same thing up top, it would be time consuming, but it might be possible to find what this is doing. Now, there's no guarantee that whatever hole is up there is big enough for a person to come through, but there's no doubt whatsoever that it's coming in there, and there's another way into Windsor Cave that has not been found yet. And that's on our to-do list. Our to-do list, and we're going to find it and do it one of these days. Now, we're going to leave the sand behind. And we're at no great distance now from the water. We go for a little swim. And we're closing in on Bamboo Bottom now. We're about 3/4 of the way through Windsor Cave. We're a long way in here. But just up ahead, we felt an airflow, and that seems to indicate that the lowermost river passage ahead of us, which sometimes fills to the roof, is currently open. So we are hopeful that today we're going to be able to go right through and not have to retrace our steps all the way out. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what we find. Okay, we've now reached the canal. Our big lights faded away a little while ago. And through here now there's no great distance to Bamboo Bottom. So we're going to go wading through the water now. It's fairly open. In fact, it's down probably a half a meter from where I've been through here before. And this will be part of the reason why we're getting such a strong blow of air through here today. Let me hang a piece of flagging tape. And you can actually see it blowing in the wind that we've got right here. So we knew back several hundred meters that we'd probably be able to go through. As people have been stuck at this point, there are several researchers who came in from the Bamboo Bottom side because it's easier to get to the lower part there. They're coming down the drop. And while they were in there working for several hours, this water came up so high that they couldn't get back through. And they went to the first drop and we came down, expecting there to be a rope there that had been there for some time. The rope had been removed, and so they had to get themselves up that long, muddy slope, just cutting steps with a knife, and so that was a little bit of an adventure they had that time. Right at the moment, although the water is fairly low, we're not going to dawdle here very long, because where we are right now, the water table can go 70 feet higher than this, and that would normally be in June, but we had some rains happening the last couple of days, so we aren't going to spend a long time down in here. We're going to move on through the water, and we're going to get at Bamboo Bottom, and we'll have successfully come all the way through Windsor Cave for the first time in several years. And it's not often people come all the way through. So I'm going to don my helmet, and we're going to move on through the water. Okay, here we go. We're going to walk through the canal. All right, at last in front of us, we once again have the light of day. And in the background, you'll hear chirping little cave frogs called Eleutherodactylus kundalii that opportunistically use the area not far inside caves for laying their eggs in little gelatin bags. And so when you hear those things, you know you're close to being there. Thanks and praise, Jah Rastafari. We just traveled a little over 1.5 miles through Windsor Cave. At the moment it was fairly easy going because the water wasn't too high. It's April 4th, 2005. Getting into late April into May. Waters can come up fast in here. So anybody who sees this, I'd strongly suggest that they not attempt this on their own, at least not the first time, because it can end in disaster. I hope this has served as a bit of a brief introduction to Windsor Cave, and I'd like to remind anybody who sees this as well that caves are very important to the karst and the hydrology and the biology of Jamaica, and should be treated with great respect at all times. So give thanks and praise, Jah Rastafari.